A really important question came up today while I was visiting a friend regarding digital presence. And I think I need to share this with everyone because there's a few misconceptions as to what digital presence entails. And it involves doing I guess you can call it a digital cleanup. Now, don't get it confused with being a fucking saint on any social media site, regardless of which one it is, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. The whole point of a digital presence, and I'll just use myself as an example. I have a personal Instagram account that I converted to a business profile. You might ask, why did I do that? Well, one, it's free. Why not? Two, the exception is you have to make your profile public. Now, before I jump into more details and confuse the shit out of you, which I normally do, when you have a private profile, you're basically telling social media users or whatever platform that you are, I'll take Instagram for example, that you are only allowed to look at my profile in what I share with my permission. Me approving your request. Cool. Now, is that a business profile? The answer is no, it's not. Because when you're a business profile, you are public. You are publicly transparent. Are there upsides and downsides? Yes, especially if you're a female. If you're a female and you've gotten into some, I guess you can call it stalker or creep issues, then yeah, you might want to keep your profile private. And it's unfortunate that it got to that point in the first place, and you got to do everything to protect yourself. Now, okay, so now that I got that out of the way, now you know the difference between a public and a private profile. A public profile switched to a business profile entails you to be as transparent as possible, and not only be transparent with Instagram, but you're going to be transparent with their parent company, the people that acquired Instagram in the first place, which is Facebook. And all of you already know by now how me and Facebook are, and we do not get along. And it's unfortunate that it's gotten to that, but I am still a user of one of their products, one of their brands that they acquired. And what I learned is you switch your personal Instagram profile to a business profile. You're automatically public. You can link it to a Facebook page on Facebook. Now, let me jump to the other brand, which is Facebook. There's two things. Just like Instagram, you have a private profile and then you go public, either one. And a public can be turned into a business profile. So I've already established that. Now, with Facebook, this is what wound up happening. I'm going to use myself as an example. If you treat your personal profile with your first and last name verified, cemented into the Facebook system, if you treat your personal profile as, I guess you could call it a spam account, which all you little fucking muggles call it, which is dumb. If you treat it as a public page, is what I'm saying, you're at risk of being disabled. Let me repeat that. If you treat your personal Facebook profile as a public page, you're at risk for being permanently disabled from using the services. Why? Because there's this thing that nobody reads. Then I had to take the time to read late night, and I stood up to like 1 o'clock in the morning reading this shit. because a lot of the language I try to decipher, and it's way above my pay grade because I'm not a fucking attorney. There's this thing called terms of use. So what is terms of use? Terms of use states that you will use a service if you just agree to these rules. And if you read it, it gives you a breakdown as to how you're supposed to treat each type of user profile accordingly. Now, if that hasn't confused you yet, let me just break this down. You have your personal profile. You share your pictures of your trip to fucking Cancun, your trip to fucking Malaysia, whatever you fucking, swimming with the dolphins, all that bullshit. So that right there, you definitely can make public, but that's unless you violate the terms, unless you violate the rules of having a profile, a personal profile with Facebook, then yeah, you get either the stuff taken down or you get permanently disabled. Now, when you have a profile, a personal profile, you can create what is called a Facebook page. I don't know if a lot of people know that because a lot of this stuff is, I'm at the point where I expect nobody to know what the fuck this says because I barely even became fluent in it. I've barely become fluent in it, and I'm still learning because I don't know a computer language yet, but I'm starting to learn that unless I'm building the shit, then I really don't need to learn it. And quite frankly, I don't have a need to learn PHP, Python, C++, Java, any of that right now. I don't, because I'm not a developer. I am not in the process of developing anything. A lot of the shit has been developed. I don't have any ideas right now. Maybe whatever, I'm going off tangent, but so you have a profile page, you create a Facebook page. Now, the Facebook page terms of use are just a little bit different than the personal profile use, is what I've learned. And on a Facebook page, it can get a little more quote-unquote spammy, as, again, you mocosos like to fucking call it, just like an Instagram page, especially if it's a public business profile. So what can you do now? So say, for example, you turn your Instagram profile into a business profile. Cool. You're automatically public. You can't go private. That's just the rule. You can link your Facebook page to your Instagram profile. But granted that it's an Instagram business profile. I know I'm losing you already, but I'm going to try to break it down as good as possible. So whatever you post on Instagram will automatically post on your Facebook page. You have to approve it. You have to sign in to Facebook to approve your sharing from Instagram to Facebook. Now, does it work the other way around? I believe it doesn't. It doesn't, because I've noticed that when you share a picture from Instagram to Facebook, it pops up as long as you authorize it. But the other way around, if you share a Facebook picture to Instagram, it doesn't pop up in the feed. Because why? Because of dimension rules. What are dimension rules? Your picture has to be scaled. What does scaling mean? Your picture has to be a specific size, and it has to be either a perfect square or the ratio has to be 4:5, which I'm not even going to explain because I'll bore the shit out of you anyway. So that's it. I know I fucking went off and talked about a lot of this shit, but one thing to learn is if you are using Instagram for personal reasons, there's no need to create a Facebook page. So again, if you're using Instagram for personal reasons, there's no need to create a Facebook page. Now, if you go and create a quote-unquote spam account, again, as you mocosos like to refer to, then yes, there will be, you can actually kill two birds with one stone and double post, as I like to call it. So that's all for today. I'm still learning about it. Next week I might cover ads, because those are interesting, because I've had a couple ads be rejected because I did not know that in order for an ad to be approved by both the Facebook and Instagram gods, you can't say fuck.